Hey! Hello? Ah, there I am. Oop. I'm already working and working and working. We're making food because I'm starving to death. I'm eating raw ham on the side of the beach. Good morning, everybody. I'm Old Man Sugarheart. Today we're playing I almost said Final Fantasy. It is Friday, but we are playing BitCraft online. Things are going really, really well. Update on the Cozy Empire. We still live basically alone out here. We can expand the Empire, which we, might do. If we, there's not a good reason to expand north. It would just be for appearance sake. And part of me thinks it would feel rude to do so. Kitty. Are you meowing? Alright. But our settlement has gone up to Tier 3. What that means is we can now have Tier 3 workbenches. The trouble is, to make Tier 3 workbenches, we need, to even start on that, we need Tier 3 fiber. Tier 3 fiber does not grow in the forest. That's something that needs to be imported. And so, I think the closest is probably out here in New Haven. I don't think there's even a settlement along the coast here. Shipepe. That might be the place to go. Or we could go down to Swampy Bay. That sounds like a nightmare. I don't want to go to the swamp. But somewhere down here, there's fiber, and we need to get it unprocessed all the way up here. So after we make food so that we're not starving to death anymore. Ember grain experiment. Will an ember grain experiment teach us how to make Tier 2 sandwiches? Or will it need to be a dough experiment? Let's make one dough. And see if dough experiments become a possibility. No? Eye roll, fish sticks, meat sandwich. Okay, we should have been doing experiments. Do some experiments. Learn a recipe. We've learned nothing. Okay, cool. Just keep making dough. Alright. Surely I can bake something to keep me alive now. Gonna make some bread. On top of that, I'll make some bread. While we're making bread, I don't know, we die. Worst case scenario is my food is just barely cooked meat. It's no way to live, but it's a great way to not die. I also have some mashed bulbs. I have a recipe for meat and bulbs. It's also a way to not die. Plain raw bulb rolls. Yeah, meat and bulbs, that's a recipe. I'll be damned. And that lowers my combat cooldown. Okay. I mean, if that's what it takes. Like, we don't... There's cooks somewhere in the Empire. And really, I should be purchasing food from them. Like, money is actually kind of tight. Keep buying things I need. We hit construction level 20, and so I kind of want to get a wagon. But like, now that the food problem's almost solved, onto the tier 3 fiber thing. The number one complaint about our village is that people can't live here, or people can't get materials here. And so we're working on a road called Terratoad Road. And it's meant to come along the riverside all the way up to the beach. And I want to make it so that there's only ever like a height of 1 difference. And I don't know how true this is. The only way... Sorry, I'm getting more and more distracted. Is this all full? It's all full. This is just good to go, huh? Alright. We got food. I don't need to worry about anything anymore. I mean, I should very, very, very much be worried. But, like, how long does this food last? 30 minutes? Yeah. We got 12 hours of not dying. It's a great amount of time to not die. What do I want? I want sticks. This Terratoad Road is gonna go all the way to the beach. It's only like a rise of 1 difference. Now, Mutation and I have kind of a bit of a falling out here, where he, you know, he wants a good, pretty road that like goes alongside the river perfectly. My first and primary order of business is making the road not making the road possible at first. And so our construction personalities have kind of gone off vibe. So I'll show you like the path I've started to create. I'll show you the path he's starting to make. First of all, I think he would love to go up and over here, but like there's some really weird terrain. Like you see these like weird puddly areas. Like we've got raised marshland up there. And it's very interesting. So I don't know if they can go like through the weird lake up here. I took the easy path and just went around the whole thing. How do I squeeze through here? Come on. Oh, Mutation. No. No, what have you done? You haven't ruined my path, have you? No, no, no. You've connected to my path. This is good. I think we can do this. Oh, no. Hey, what's happening? need to be able to take the cart through this mess. Yeah, I've made this section. Got strong feelings about what's going on here. Like, if they are raising this area, then this is no longer a 1x1 gap, or like a size 1 step. It might make it impossible to bring a wagon over. And like, it's okay. We've got like different ideas of like what is 100% necessary. I think their priority is getting... They want to get a cart across to the beach. I want to get a wagon across to the beach. They want to build the road pretty. I want to build it quickly. Speaking of which, here's about where I got to. I started building off in this direction. And I got to down here, where I realized I can't build anymore. Like, there are too many tier 4 trees. I can't cut them down. Not without the tier 2 materials. So I have to like remake a path, and it's going to be a little difficult one down here. But like, I'll connect all these together and hopefully be able to get down to the ground. There's lots of open area here to like build down the ramp. Now, Mutation, they're building a lovely area up here. Hi, Sugar, how am I? I'm doing good. And they're gonna build through this way. That'll take them a little more time than mine, I think. My way, there is a sneaky back path here. Like, if we cut through here, like, it's a pretty huge detour from the river. But like, this is all flat land, so you can go for quite a while. It's a bear! Quick, eat fish bulbs at him. Slayer level 29. That's great news. Once we get to Slayer level 30, we can get a crossbow. Then bear problems will be a thing of the past. It's like I can just like climb up on the hill and not be murdered by bears. It'll be great. Ooh, this is gonna be a close fight. Do I stick it out? Now here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna run away. Can't get me. Oh my god, he can get me. But will he? Oh, good thing we built him a ramp. Okay. Sneak up on him. Regenerating health faster than he is. I'm excited for crossbow. More excited for crossbow than I am for wagon. You alright there, buddy? No. If I'm about to kill you, you're just gonna run away and regen again. It's alright, buddy. I know I'm not fighting fair, but you did a really good job. Who's a good little mauling beast? You are. Anyway. Like, we got this huge flat area. You can just keep heading this way. Eventually, it comes back around here. And it rejoins the river. You've completed this section of the road. Oh, dang. That's a huge help. Oh, Alpha Jackal. Wonder if they've gone down this way. I think I see some paved road over there. This might... No. Nope. No paved road yet, but... Hello, other Alpha Jackal. I think I can take you. It's gonna be a close one. Oof. How hard do you bite? Fairly hard. Not gonna risk it. But we take the road down here, go alongside the river at this point. And here, I think it's just kind of like a slow stair step down. Somewhere along here. There is a cave for, whatever you call these. Amariums. There's an Amarium cave, and I'd love to have the road go by that. Because that's a great place for, like, anybody who wants to drop a settlement near us. Speaking of settlements near us, like, up here is a great place for a settlement. It's nice and flat. You've got a river that like swings around you. So you've got like a nice moat on like 3 sides. It is a very pretty place. And I think you're still very, very close to the snowy peaks. I'm not 100% sure on that. Oh hey, something I should mention. New patch came out. They changed a whole lot of things. Like one, I want to say... Well, let's do the things I do know before I do the things like I think happened. One, there's WASD controls now. There's the cave. Yeah, so I want to bring the road down through here. By the cave. And then somewhere around here, there's a low-level beach, and I think this is it. I think that's as close as the ground gets to the actual ocean. And so that's where I want the road to go. It would also be real neat if I could take it that way. Where our, like, other watchtower is. But our priority is like getting a shipping lane from the beach to our base. And with that, let's get back to work. It's like I can beg people to get things to us. But it is not a pleasant trip for them. I really want these tier 3 workbenches. Did I change to WASD? Honestly, no, I didn't. And I feel kind of like a jerk for it. As funny as it is, like after 80 hours, I'm so used to like the point and click controls. Like switching to a WASD feels weird and unnatural to me. It makes me feel bad because like I was one of the top complainers about the lack of WASD controls, I feel. And so I'm like, man, really need to implement this feature. It's basically mandatory for everybody. Then they did, and I'm like, oh, you know what, I'm good. I hope they don't take that too personally. I don't know if they watch me. I feel like maybe they do. Like my BitCraft content does really, really well. To the point where I'm like, if you search for BitCraft on YouTube, there's a really, really good chance you're gonna find me. Like if you're looking for guides, you'll find Telleril. That's his name. Which is good. Like he'd put more effort into making guides. I currently have made no effort on making guides. Because everything I've discovered how to do is stuff there's guides for already. So like I'm not really helping anybody in that regard. But we're kind of in the section of the game that doesn't have any guides. Like where everyone should have questions and like, so maybe I will make a guide or two. What are we up to today? We're building a road. Sorry to be stupid, but if you change it, how does that affect the camera? That's not... You don't need to apologize for that. Controls. Keybinds. Down here. Somewhere. Move to cursors. Set control scheme. WASD. Experimental. You've got the right-click free look, like you were playing World of Warcraft or something. Feels pretty natural and good, honestly. Like I'm already very, very used to it. Like they implemented it like like they would in any other game. So if you're especially like a fan of MMOs, you'd feel right at home with this controller setup. But let's see. Shin Megumi asks what we're up to today. Sorry, I gotta get back to left click. I'll never get used to this. I mean, I will get used to it. I think I'll get used to it fairly quickly, but right now I don't wanna. Okay. we need like a ramp up here. Shouldn't be too terrible. It looks like it's very much been started over here. Can we get a wagon up here? Okay, we can get a wagon up here. So like wagon-wise, we're doing good. Not wagon. Cart-wise, we're good. Terraforming our wagon road, that's pretty much it. Can I make this little hop with a wagon? Yes. I keep saying wagon. I mean cart. Carts can make these hops. Wagons take smaller hops. Well, wagons should be able to do a height 2 difference. I don't know personally. It sounds like there was some debate on that topic. Cart should be able to do 3 if we are correct. Yeah. Someone said wagons can do 1. So that's what I've been aiming for. If they can do 2, that's delightful. Means all like the weird switchbacks I've done in certain places. Guess we will find out for sure. Yeah, that's kind of why I'm aiming for a height difference of exactly 1. Because if I'm wrong, it doesn't hurt anything. If anything, it just makes the trip easier. Because you'll have a wagon one day. I did reach 20 construction. Hey, if you want 20 construction, you can come out here and help me terraform. Like, this is a really easy way to boost your construction if you want like carts and wagons. Trying to think of what height I actually need up here. We'll get up to 113 and then I'll hop up here. Easiest way to like find out what height you're going for is to drop like a terraforming platform over here. Because then you can see like what level this is currently at. And I'll know what level this needs to be. Got 3 hours of travel ahead of you, but maybe tonight. When you say travel, do you mean in real life or in the game? Right here. Get me down from here. I'm trapped. In real life. Oof. Good luck with that. Going home for 4th of July, or... What am I doing? I'm sneezing. Bless me. Do it. Bless me. 119. So this one needs to be 118. Visiting a friend. That sounds nicer. For the first time ever, I'm kind of skipping the 4th of July. Like, you know, when my kids were young, I was like, I'm gonna set things on fire and blow up, you know, a small portion of our town. It'll be exciting. The kids will love it. And my son was fairly into it. But, like, we live in the bayou. And still, like, within city limits. So, most of the things I can do are kind of illegal fireworks-wise. And my daughter is so sensitive to sound that she would, like, run inside and, like, watch from the window with, like, noise-canceling headphones. Meanwhile, me and my son are getting demolished by mosquitoes. Like, no one's having a particularly great time. It's like those little, like, really tiny roller coasters at, like, county fairs. You're like, yeah, this is for toddlers. It's a good time if you're 2. But nobody around here's 2 anymore. And so our little itty bitty fireworks display in our backyard is done. And so we're just doing nothing. In fact, I got so used to the idea of doing actually nothing for the 4th of July. Like, I got jump scared by fireworks last night. Like, there was just a loud explosion outside of my house. And, like, it's fair. Like, you get really mad for a second when you're like, I didn't know this was coming. But then you're like, it's the 3rd of July. I should have seen this one coming. Because, like, fireworks are gonna go off for, like, the next month or 2. I don't know how things are where you guys live, but, like, the 4th of July is definitely not confined to the actual 4th of July. Like, the 4th of July is constrained to, like, your personal fireworks supply. And so if you're, like, setting them off and you get tired, you're just like, I'll set some more off tomorrow. You're in Australia and you don't do anything. Come on, don't you guys celebrate some kind of independence from the British? Wait, you guys did get independent of the British at some point, I assume. Like, there's a whole Australian system of government. Do, like, half your taxes go to the Queen? I'm sorry for my geopolitical ignorance here. There's also a slight chance. When I saw Aust, my first thought was Austin, Texas. But when you said you didn't do anything for the 4th of July, I'm like, that's not an Austin, Texas thing to do. But man, like, you guys must set off fireworks for something, surely. Maybe like New Year's Day? Is that a big firework day for you? Because I imagine you kind of have the same problem then, like, fireworks go off New Year's Day or New Year's Eve. Technically New Year's Day? moment the clock strikes midnight, it would be New Year's Day. And then everyone realizes they've still got fireworks left, so they set them off the next day too. Like, I'm assuming that experience is international. Mastam. This part of the terraforming process is brutal. And you have to go up like a serious height distance. Like if you have to go up like more than 10, it becomes super annoying. Like if you have to go up like 20, like you're starting to approach like half an hour of digging. Because you see how it's going up to like 440? You go up like a single tile, it's 16. You go up like 2 tiles, it might get up to like 40. So like the farther you go from your natural height, the harder it is to dig. Alright. This is 118. So this should be 17, 16, 15 in this order. It's all 110 from down here. $17, $16, $15, $14, $13, $12, $11, $10, $9, $8. Whew, we're doing it. Sorry, you guys have arrived at the most boring part of the road building. But once this is complete, getting big materials back to the base will be nice and easy. The biggest problem for doing this around the pine forest are these tier 4 trees that, like, we can't remove because we don't have tier 3 axes. And we can't make tier 3 axes without tier 3 stations. Can't remember if this one's 18 or 17. I think this one is 17. 16, 15. That sounds about right. Fireworks are illegal for households, but they do go off for New Year's Eve. Oh! That's a bummer. Kinda. Like, yeah, it's really easy to burn down everyone's house here. Fires break out like nobody's business. But, you know, freedom and all that. Kind of a big deal around here. In fact, being from Montana, there are like Indian reservations in my home state. And the thing about Indian reservations is they've got a little bit of national sovereignty. Like, oh, not a lot. And, you know, they stuffed them in like the worst corners of the world. But they do have the ability to sell illegal fireworks without fear of reprisal. So, if you're feeling particularly frisky, you can go to the Indian reservation and buy yourself some nice firework, like, you know, weapons grade fireworks. And I'm not gonna say I did that, or that my parents did that when we were kids. But it was definitely a thing we could do. And, you know, nobody died. But yeah, I remember the big booms. Because you could just like straight up buy the equivalent of like a quarter stick of dynamite. I think they just called them like M100s or something. M180. Like, it got to the... Those are fun because, like, they get to the point where... Like, the naming convention just kind of, like, goes out the window and they're just like, alright, this... We're gonna give it, like, the actual measurement name. Like, it's probably short for, like, micro 80 milligrams of gunpowder. And that was always fun. You take like a little saucepan or like a mixing bowl and you sneak one of those under it and you light it and you run away. And so it gives you that big pang. And the mixing bowl goes into the stratosphere. Super entertaining. Still can't remember if you're supposed to be 18 or 17. So we're going to shoot for 17. We're just going to feel it out. Are those bird chirps in game or out of game? Feel like I've got some very agitated birds outside. Somebody might have been firing fireworks at them for, you know, this is just a great reason to be agitated. I'm looking at like the soundboard on my like recording studio here. I mean OBS studio. I'm like, I don't see birds peeking out there, so I think there's just like a bird who's like, things have been exploding all night and I am not a fan. Not enough stamina. Eat more bulb paste. This is a great opportunity to hop down from here. I can't hop down from here. This is the worst terraforming spot there is. Let's hurry up and finish it off so I can despawn this and get off. think this guy's supposed to be 17. Let me know if you think this is the most boring stream in the world. In terms of like Empire goals, like I can do other things. Primarily what I can do is like forage until my foraging gets up to the level where I can get the materials we need. Because we've gotten to the point where like I need other members of our society to get the things we need. It's like, I don't have the terraforming 30 required. Okay, yeah, you are 118. So you're 17. The building process to success is part of it? Yeah. I also like want to entertain people. Like, I think I'm doing a pretty good job of rambling. The holidays give you a nice topic to ramble about too. Hey Max, if it's at midnight between 2 years, it's technically fine. In Australia? I do wonder like how much you can get away with in Australia. Like it's not like you can go out into like the outback. I mean, like, there's technically nothing stopping you from going to, like, the impossible to keep populated portions of Australia. And if you set a firework off there, like, nobody will know, right? Well, no police wants to do the paperwork? Yeah. Like, that's one of my favorite things about laws, is if it feels stupid, police just don't do anything about it. Like, it's nice to have them on the books. I mean, I say that, but like, it's also very terrifying to have them on the books. Like, America has some, like, super weird state laws in, like, random places. Things like, you can't eat ice cream with a giraffe along this river, etc. Like, laws like that. And you wonder, like, how things like that become a law. It really feels like somebody held a really personal grudge against somebody, like, really weird. You wouldn't even know where you'd go to buy fireworks. Yeah, that is kind of a tough one. So, like, if you're in Australia, like, I imagine you'd get busted immediately if you imported fireworks. And it's, like, way too high of a risk to, like, make your own fireworks. Ice cream with a giraffe, I need to try this. Let me see if I can find the exact law, because, like, I wasn't entirely making that up, but I don't know if I got the details. The giraffe law in Georgia. In Atlanta, Georgia... Well, hang on, that's an AI response. Stupid AI response. I want, like, actual facts, please. Oh my god. Somebody wrote, like, a novel. I just want, like, the Wikipedia page. In Atlanta, it's illegal to tie your giraffe to a street lamp or telephone pole. Alright. Let's see. Sarasota. What is singing law? It is technically illegal to sing while wearing a bathing suit in Sarasota. That's a law I broke once. Went on a road trip with a friend, and we stopped by Sarasota, Florida, so we could sing in public in our bathing suits. You've broken that law way too much. You sing in your bathing suit? I think another one is you can't tie an elephant to a parking meter or something. That makes sense. Let's see. You were one 19, 18, 17, right? So I think you might be 16 here. You're 17, you're 16. There was like some... I think there's a place in Arizona where it's illegal to give a donkey a bath. Or at least not in like a bathtub. And like, I actually knew the story behind that one. I believe there was a big flood and it demolished a lot of houses, but there was like a donkey who survived in a bathtub because he was being bathed at the time. And like, so the donkey's just like floating in a bathtub, and it like the fire department needed to like save the donkey, and it was a ton of work and effort, and they never wanted to do it again, so they're like, this can't happen. Like, next time the donkey just needs to drown. Which, you know, is an interesting take. Because I feel like you could just not save the donkey, too. Like, you're an adult, you can make that decision. But I think they felt an obligation because they knew the donkey was alive and they could see him and he was savable, and they were just like, I guess. And so you get like this weird law where you're like, okay, no more bathing donkeys. Alright? We need to make sure the donkey is unsavable in the event of a flood. Which in Arizona is going to happen like once. I don't even think they got a river. Is it on the border? I don't even... Like, it might touch the Rio Grande for like a second, but I don't think it does. I think it's above New Mexico. I don't know. I tend to avoid the desert. Like, I have a hard enough time living out here in the bayou. 17, 16, 15. Cool. So we can just dig this one until the digging's done. The donkey was probably real stressed out too. Yeah. You don't like sand either? Me neither. But like, I was born in the pine forest, like this one. Like, I could survive out here. I know like what berries I can eat. I know what plants not to touch. I know what animals to run from, which ones to make noise at, when to appear big, when to appear small, when to play dead. Like, I could survive in this mess. You put me in the desert and I'll be like, huh, there's no water. And the only animal I can find to eat is this scorpion. Welp. And then I die. Like, immediately. Like 10 minutes out there and I'm just like, I've done enough. I had a good run. Plop. You like water, not sand? Yeah. I like clear spring water. I'm not much of an ocean person either. Like, I spent a lot of time afraid of the ocean. Like, I'm a real confront your fears kind of guy. And so, like, I try to, like, engage with the things I'm scared of so I'll be less scared of them. But the ocean was always, like, a big one for me. And I didn't realize there was, like, a shelf at the beach. Like, I thought, like, you walk, like, 5 feet into the beach and, like, all of a sudden you were up to your neck. Didn't realize, like, you could go out there quite a ways and, like, still have your feet touch the ground. That was an amazing revelation to me. I did lose my glasses, though. They're somewhere in the Gulf of Mexico. They were Versace, so if you find some Versace glasses in the ocean, those were mine. Please return. They're in there somewhere. You like the ocean? One time you waved at a blue-ringed octopus. Don't those live in Asia? Are you out in Asia? Or were you just visiting Asia? Like, aren't the blue-ringed octopuses like the super, super poisonous ones? You've lost many a good hat. Usually blue hat. Do you just strongly prefer blue hats? Oh, right. You said, like, you were talking about Australian laws, so you probably live in Australia. Yeah. They're native to Australia as well. Okay. There's one place along the beach in South Korea where you can buy and eat like these tiny live octopuses. I really wanted to try that. Like, we never made it down there, but I wanted to be an adventurous eater and give it a shot. Like, we don't normally have like a lot of foods in the areas I've lived that are like super terrifying. There's a bar up where I came up in my home area that serves ox brains. Like, I couldn't bring myself to try that. I had the opportunity and I chickened out at the last moment. I'm like, I don't know, it doesn't sound good. I spent some time as a butcher once when I was much younger. And at one point I had to like prepare beef tongues. And it was like the first time I ever saw that. Like, I didn't know that was a thing people eat. I think this is height 14. 19. Wait, no. You're 18. 17, 16, 15, 14. Yeah. Yeah, eating brains has had mad cow disease started, right? Like, it can't taste that good, right? It can't be worth it. Like, I imagine it just tastes like really fatty, but not like chewy like steak fat. And so, like, maybe, I don't know, feel like it would be about the same as like eating congealed bacon grease. That's how I imagine it tastes. But you know, there are worse flavors. We also have a thing up where I come from called the Testicle Festival. That's where you eat a bunch of elk testicles, aka Rocky Mountain oysters. I've never participated. They used to like run this real weird ad, and like one of like the clips they show in the ad was like a lady riding her husband like horseback and like eating like a testicle with like just biting it out of someone's hands while like riding by. It was the weirdest thing. And they're like, come down, it's a great time. And I'm like, it looks like a party, I'll give you that. But I think I'm gonna skip this year. You're gonna have to miss me with this one. That's freaking weird. Like, yeah. But I mean, I hear they're delicious. That's probably not wrong. Like, I've just lived a privileged life where I've never needed to eat testicles, you know? But it's nice to know the opportunity's there if I ever want to try. In fact, there's a whole festival for it. Now I live down south in the bayou, and I don't know what there is weird to eat here. Chitlins? Like, it's always like the gross organ meat. And I think the worst part about that is I eat so much like not organ meat. Let's see. 16, 15, 14, 13? I've already forgotten what number you were. 14. So you're 13. Apparently Deadly Nightshade is delicious, and nobody who ate any could tell you otherwise. Well, that makes sense. I know the original, I say I know, but like, these are stories I've heard, and I have not bothered to like confirm. But the original recipe for tapioca pudding is made with kavala root, which apparently is extremely poisonous if not prepared right. And so, like, this really mediocre pudding, like, apparently it was so good, people are willing to, like, risk death to eat it. Or maybe it was just, like, really obvious when it wasn't prepared correctly and you just, like, spit it out. Or maybe you need to eat a certain amount of it to, like, for it to be deadly. I'm aiming for 13, I believe. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, that makes sense. That's what we call rich people food. I call it rich people food when you don't boil it. Eat it raw. They have no problem, so they have to make their own. Yeah, like fugu fish, etc. You have to go to bed. If they go bad, they have the same effects. Sorry, potatoes are in the same family as Deadly Nightshade. Interesting. I had an allergy test done at some point to try and like figure out why I was dying so much. Turns out I'm allergic to the entire state I live in. But like one of the things that came up on the allergy test were potatoes. My wife was like, oh, never eat potatoes again. And I'm like, they haven't killed me yet. Like, potatoes have never been so pleasant. Like, I didn't eat like a whole pack of fries. Like, at that point, I don't care if I'm like mildly allergic. Like, they're not taking me out. I do think I have some interesting alcohol allergy, but like, I don't know what it is. Like, it doesn't stop me from drinking it, but like, I break out in like a weird red rash as I get drunk on like, I want to say like darker liquors, like wheat-based liquors or grain-based liquors. Green beans, eggplants, peppers, etc. are nightshades. I have had a poorly prepared eggplant, and I did feel like it was trying to kill me. Like, I've been trying to explore like vegan recipes, because my wife does like a lot of religious fasting. Like, it's not like fasting like she can't eat anything, period. It's fasting like no meat on these days, no dairy on these days, only fish on these days, no oils at this point. Like, honestly, like, it's a whole thing. She has to pay so much close attention to like what kind of day it is. Like, today's Friday. She can't have meat or cheese. And so like, I try to like branch out of my normal cooking style, which is exclusively meat and cheese. And so like, I tried to test like the viability of like eggplant burgers. It did not go well. Like, vegans will tell you like, yeah, an eggplant is just as good as a burger patty. And you know, maybe I just suck at preparing them, but nah dog, nah. Like, I can think of things I could have done better. Like, I think I made the patty too thick, so it didn't get cooked all the way through the middle, so yeah, it tasted especially poisonous. But the parts that were cooked well, like, they didn't taste good either. Alright, hang on. Have you guys noticed like the change in speed at which I'm building these things? Getting so much better. Alright, fight me, Jackal. Night's starting to fall in the forest. Sometimes like the fights get a little more intense. I think the downside of building a road to like the settlement is now a lot more animals can attack you wherever you are. Let me up. There we go. And remind me what height I'm going for here. You are 12. So you need to be 11. Gotcha. And I think I have everything else preset. You like eggplant, but that ain't no burger, right? If cooked right, but you gotta leave them coated in salt to dry out the bitterness and then wipe off the salt for eggplant before you cook them. That's good advice. I mean, like, the bitterness is 100% the problem. And so I've got to try that. Using salt to draw out the bitterness. One of my biggest regrets in life is that, like, I didn't go to culinary school. Like, I am quite passionate about, like, good food. But instead I was like, I need money to live. And so I feel like there's all these, like, cooking tricks that I never learned. Like using salt to draw out bitterness. Because if it works for eggplant, I imagine it will work for other vegetables as well. There's things like onions that I really want to know the science of. Hang on, you're 11, right? Yeah, you're 11. Means you are 10. Oh, it's gonna go so fast now. You did spend 2 years in culinary school while in high school? Nice. Oh man, that would have been a great option for me. I dropped out of high school when I was 15 and got my GED. High school was just kind of not the place for me, you know what I mean? Then I went to college. Then I dropped out of that too, but like only after I did all my major and minor related courses. Like the dropping out and upwards is a strategy I recommend for people with ADHD. Like there was no way I was going to complete my high school diploma. Like I can't bring myself to do the homework. It's physically impossible. And with college, like after I do the things like I was interested in, like all my major and minor related coursework, like the rest was just bleh. Like there's no force on earth great enough for me to care about like political science as a general elective credit. And it has nothing to do with the career I'm gonna get. I can't do it. Too pointless. Sorry. Onions get grandfather into the nightshade allergy because of the same thing. And you still eat plenty of a small amount of onions because who cares? Onions too good. Onions are too good. And that's like another one of those like culinary science things I want to understand. Because like I don't know why onions are good. But like they make just about every meal better. They're like one of the best things you can add to a meal. Like I'll sneak minced onions into my meatloaf. Makes them so much better. And like you'll never hear a complaint from anybody eating it. Like the kids will be like, I hate onions. But like if they don't know it's there, they love onions. Onions are the best. Alright, let's get rid of you. I'm gonna keep stair-stepping down. Powdered onions are perfect. Yeah. Yeah. I use a lot of powdered onions. It's like one of my top seasonings. Like I can add garlic and powdered onion, like garlic powder and powdered onion to anything. And like all I get are compliments for that. Like nobody has ever tasted something with garlic powder and been like, or powdered onion and complained. Best aromatic in my opinion. That's another thing I don't understand about culinary science. Aromatics. Like does the sense of smell and the sense of taste are very like closely related. So it kind of makes sense. But like what does aromatics do for the food? Do they just make it smell nice and that's it? Like, there's gotta be more to it than that. Aroma is caused by chemical composition. So what's happening chemically inside the onion? So if you smell pickles, you taste pickles. Oh, so like garlic has a very particular and strong smell. And so like just psychologically it hits you with like garlic damage. Gotcha. Okay. I think I'm beginning to understand. Like the garlic itself has garlic flavor, but if you smell it, like you taste it more. Essentially just making sure you know what you're going to taste. Actually, that's because most garlic is dried. And then your saliva specifically activates the smell. That's where garlic breath as a concept comes from. What? $1,008. Or, sorry, 108. What's the height I'm at? I'm at 105. So this should be 7, 6, and then we're here. Can't build on top of this resource. Is it you? Little baby tree. Like, I don't think I can even get a log out of you. Alright, what is it? It's you! You're coming with me, hieroglyphs. These guys have red ticks. They can smell me. They want a piece. They'll never make it over here. Here's 6. Here's 7. Garlic is often described as an odorless vegetable, similar to potatoes. That's crazy. Like, now I'm just wondering if, like, psychologically I believe garlic has an odor. Because, like, when I've split apart garlic cloves, I could swear I smell garlic. I genuinely have no idea. You've blown my mind. I have no idea what's going on in my actual head anymore. Did you see that jump the jackal did there? I think that's new. I think maybe the game got like tired of people cheesing jackal jumps. And like climbing up a foot to get away from these guys. So I think they've given the jackals the ability to climb up for the jackal tackles. Alright. Let's test the staircase before we move on. Ah, smooth like butter. Like criminal undercover. Oh, there we go. Things are going well road-wise. We've done so much terraforming, it should have its own hotkey to place a dig site. Yeah, like the hotkey I use is basically B, click, tear, DER. Like that brings it up pretty close, pretty quickly. That's the fastest I can do this. Like the biggest nightmare I have is like building a wall. But never mind. You can type WA. So you hit him with the B-WA. Oh, nice. Hang on. B-WA. WA. B-W-W-A. Alright. So you don't have to click in the search bar, but you do have to type... Huh? I lost it. BW. No? It, for a split second there, type BW. It would select up there. Like you all saw it. Like I was just typing BWA and it was selecting the wall for me. I also just noticed that the wall is right there. But yeah, building walls and roads are like kind of a nightmare. Like it's a long process. Okay. So we need to whip out the cart just so I make sure I've got full cart control going down my secret highway here. So what's the deal with the cart? You can't carry items yourself, so you always have to have the cart out. So there, whoops, I'm picking up sticks. So you've got a single, hang on, bear. You've got a single cargo slot in your inventory right there. So like if you're chopping down trees, you can carry a single log. The cart, the basic cart can carry 10 logs. And so if you're chopping down trees, like you need the big cart. And it's the same if you're hauling stone or a lot of plant roots. Like there's just some things that take a lot of cargo. For us specifically, we need tier 3. Hang on, I gotta run. I can't bear this damage. Get it? Because he's a bear. I think I have to run all the way up here. He's gonna take the stairs. No? Okay, cool. What if you forget to where you put your cart, lol? So my cart is out there right now. So like I can't shift V to spawn it, but if I go to V, deploys, cart, shift right click, recover, it'll despawn my cart. It takes like 30 seconds. Also, your cart appears on the minimap. Like, I might have to zoom in a little bit, but like you can see it. So like a lot of people just like leave their rafts on like the coastline. But you keep the items that were in your cart, it's gonna drop where your cart was. Because that would be cheating. Like, there's a reason we need to build this road. Like, you gotta walk a cart all the way back to base. Like, there's no way around that. And so, like, we're trying to build tier 3 crafting stations. And so I need to take tier 3 fibers or plant things. Like, they come from something, I think it's called jade moss. But it doesn't grow in this region. Like, the nearest jade moss to us, I think, is in this peninsula. And so, like, it needs to be hauled by cart to, like, a raft or a boat. It's gonna sail it all the way up here. And then, like, to get it up here, you can do, like, some really hacky... It's just so many bears, man. So, like, it's possible to get materials anywhere. Because, like, you can pick things up and teleport them into your cart if you're, like, 2 hexes away. And so you can do this, like, weird thing where, like, you despawn your cart and drop all the materials. You can get up here? Okay. Well, you can't swim, I know that. So, like, the cart can't go across water, for example. So, like, a thing you can do is despawn your cart, pop up a raft, move the materials from, like, there to the raft, then spawn your cart again on the other side, and then, like, move the materials from the raft to the cart. And, like, that kind of nonsense has been how we've been getting materials to the base. But the frustration is wearing real thick for the Empire. Like, they hate that level of nightmare. Hey, get back here. Look, if you didn't start nothing, there wouldn't be nothing. You're not allowed to walk away from it now. But yeah, so we are building a road to the beach. And I think that road's gonna serve us for many, many, many years. Mutation is building a nice straight road to the beach. I'm building the easiest road to the beach. And so, like, this road will serve us, like, for everything we need immediately. But Mutation will be able to, like, make this a nice road eventually. Alright, what was I doing? So many chat messages. So the idea is that if you're gathering, for example, you need to chop down trees, put the logs in your cart, and drag that around. Yes. And roots. Yes, roots are what I need. Specifically, It's not there. Routes are in resources. No, cargo. Route. So yeah, these are the routes I need. I need to obtain them from Spanish moss. But Spanish moss doesn't grow here. It grows in rocky gardens, jungles, and deserts. And like the closest biome I think is Rocky Garden. There might be others. Hang on. I remember what I was doing now. I was doing a cart test. Oh wait, is that more bear parts? Take that. Alright. And then you walk to the cart, back to the base, put items in storage. Yeah, you got like a couple options there. One, you can just start processing them immediately. Like any amount of items in your cart and inventory, like you can queue up at the forestry station. And so you don't have to put them in storage. Like you can just like activate the job immediately. And I think it's always the same job to process the materials as it is to gather the materials. Or you could put them in a stockpile. Stockpiles are specifically like cargo storage. Or you can put them in your bank. And your bank can hold lots and lots and lots of stuff. Like my bank has a ton of like these tier 3 trees. Because we don't have anywhere to process the tier 3 trees, but I often need to like clear them out. And I've loaded up the stockpile too. Like, you need tier 3 wood. The pine forest is about the best place for it because it's these spruce trees. My music seems to have stopped. Wait, you can queue it? So you don't have to stand there and wait while it processes? Sorry, you do have to stand there and wait while it processes. Like, it won't be processed unless you do it. But what I mean by, like, queue it is, like, you can have the job triggered so it doesn't have to sit in your inventory. And you can leave it then. You feel so inclined? You're gonna hit me really hard, aren't you? Listen, bear. Just need some space right now. I think both those bears are stacked up now. But at least it's day. I think a lot of these things might despawn soon. But yeah, you can start a job at like a crafting station, walk away from it, and leave it alone. Have I run out of music? It looks like I have. Any requests? Like we did Mongolian New Disco once. That was pretty good. I don't like how you bears have stacked up on each other. I don't like how it's selecting the one I didn't want to attack. This is just horrible. Okay, future plans. I believe fully that the cart can make it along this path. Along the outside. It's going to meet up with this road that Mutation has made. Now this road might be good enough for a cart, but not necessarily for a wagon. Yeah, right here is where it breaks down. So if I I left my cart out there, didn't I? So if I recover my cart and try to like drive it here, Terratoad. Am I out of range? That's what we're naming the road, by the way. This is going to be Terratoad Road. Wagon can go down a 2 incline. Okay. Somebody like swore it was 1. And so I've been making the road 1 just for safety reasons. Did I not recover my cart? Come on. Like, I'm ready to believe that a wagon can go down a 2 incline. Like, a 1 incline seems like a harsh restriction. Alright. So, like, yeah, you tested it out? Nice. Okay. So this looks like a 2-hop. And I'm fully ready to believe that that is the case. So here's where the next section of road kind of needs to happen. We believe in Mutation's road. We need to start like stair-stepping down here. I think it's going to be a little brutal. Let's deal with the Alpha Jackal. Actually, this one won't be too bad. It doesn't feel like a harsh jump from here to like down here. There's not a lot of trees in the way. Plenty of open space. And at the very least, like, this is a path for the road that Mutation and I can agree on. That's my inventory space. Like, it's almost full. If I have to clear out some mud, we'll have a problem. But like most of these plants I can build on top of. Okay. Step 1. You figure out like how high this portion is. Current height 105. Cool, cool, cool. You can bring this down to like 104, then this guy can go up to 103. I can't move. I've seemed to have pinned myself in here. We're gonna finish digging this one before I start moving things. And I know we just like said like wagons can go up 2 steps. And while I still fully believe that, like, I still want to do 1 steps. I don't know why. Maybe they'll introduce like some cosmetic like toboggan. I can't handle the 2 steps in the future. Like, after I build this road, I never want to touch it again. I also really, really desperately want that tier 3 plant route, like, now. Okay, 1 more. Boop. The harshest jumps are going to be like down here to up here. That's not going to be fun. I can clear this stone out. Like, skill-wise, I've got, like, the right skills for, like, making a road. My foraging could stand to be, like, level 30. My Scornet, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. Alright, let's take you down one. Like, I love lowering it by exactly one. Here's an idea. We can make this gap much easier if we lower this area to meet it. Oh, that tree's in the way. Never mind. We did what we could. Although, I can probably lower this one. Alright. This will make, like, the two skippers very happy, too. I'll lower you one. Lower you one more. I lower you one more. I'm actually a little concerned about this spot. That tree might be too close. But I think it's, like, technically in this hex. Like, the trees with the wide bases, I've had a lot of luck building around. Like, I can clip into those better than I can clip into a lot of things. Yeah. Woo. Okay. Whew. Yeah, you think I'm good on that one? I love that I'm good on that one. Okay. You are 102. So you need to be 101. What is your natural height? 1,000,000 away. Ah, that's gonna be a hard dig. Build along the river. Or can I? I can. Okay, cool. So 101, 100, 99, 98. Here will be 96, 7. And then we go, I don't know, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It looks like I'm going to have to chop a lot of these down. But we'll get there. Alright. One more psychological check here. 102. The next one is 101. I am absolutely going to forget that by the time I get up to like about 100. Oh, what region am I in, by the way? I am in region 7. Sorry, I was out tabbing to like show you the map, but there's a map in the game. Oh, we're getting so close to the beach, I can smell it. So our home is over here. Like, if this is like a serpent river, like we're like right on his nose. We're on top of his head. And it's about to become like a really great settlement. Like, especially for people who are level 20. You're level 20 and you want to get to like level 40 or 50. Our settlement, I want to be the place to be. But right now we need the tier 3 crafting stations. For the tier 3 crafting stations, we need some other regions' materials. And that's why we're building this crazy road. But every now and then someone surprises me. Like, we got a guy yesterday who joined the settlement, and he was like, I'm doing the tutorial quests. Where can I find leather? And I'm like, man, you came here way too early. I hooked him up. Like, we were gathering like leather and stuff for like our Mending Hearts story, and I was just like, I can't just leave my civilians hanging like this. So I gave him all the stuff. And then he asked like, hey, can I get the next tier of tools, which were like ferrolith? And I'm like, yeah, you get me some tier 1 planks and some tier 1 ropes. I will give you a full set. And so he did, and I gave him the hookup. I think that is the best export we can have here. It's like the hard things to find are like leathers and like tier 2 stones specifically. Apparently tier 3 fibers too, but let's not worry about that. But like, if we can do like 90% of like the tool hookup for like tiers 3 and 4, I think we can draw a lot of immigration and tourism to our place. Did I mention the specific region we're in? This is region 7. The northwest most portion of the map. We started in tier 5 and in region 5. Like, we spent most of our time in Red Fen, and then we took like a 2 hour and 11 minute raft ride all the way up here. No stamina. Eat some meat bulbs. 101. Actually, stop. No, don't stop. You gotta keep going. Where is my music? Hang on. All right, we're moving on to funk. What's my town name? Satomura. Satomura. A couple of the early members of the Empire were Japanese majors. Satomura roughly translates to Sugar Village. Pretty soon we're gonna have a little place on the coast too. I believe that's gonna be either called Satoko or Bakeko. Satomura, that's it. You got it exactly. The nearest ruined city would be Charlo. And if you're interested, we've got lots of directions in like the Discord. We also have like tons of resources in there, like what materials you can get and what biomes. like how to build a settlement from scratch. There was like a handy chart with like how fast different vehicles are, how much they can carry, how much they cost, what level you need to be to unlock them. Most of these materials I stole from Telleril the Frogman. I don't know if his biome data is up to date though. Like once we moved here and discovered like some of the things we thought were here that didn't exist. Somebody pointed us to a more up-to-date biome sheet. But even like the most up-to-date biome sheet we have is not 100% accurate. For example, like my biome sheet says we don't have olivine sand in the pine forest, but there it is, a bunch of it. I don't have permissions to edit my biome sheet though. I say my biome sheet. The biome sheet that's more accurate. Biome data is out of date? Yeah. Like, I don't know. See, I had alpha biome data. I knew that was out of date. Then someone was like, here's the full release or the latest biome data. Or maybe it was like from the demo. Either way. Like, it says olivine sand isn't here. But it clearly is. But like the old biome data used to say like tier 2 stone was here. And I was very excited about that. Yeah, the demo to now has been changed quite a bit. They're making a lot of changes every week. It won't be long until we have like player housing. That's what I'm most excited for. Come on, give me those last 2 scoops. Wait, what level am I? 101. So you need to go up to 100. Yeah, I think they added a lot of new stuff. I know one of the updates from like last night was now Terratoads drop things. I don't see any Terratoads in range. But like for the longest time they didn't drop anything. Now they drop, I want to say, glittering stones. Something Rampart's been asking for this whole time, but I haven't been able to deliver to him. He did drop stuff, but the bag was never seen. I mean, isn't that the... Is that effectively the same as never dropping stuff? Or could you shift right click and do like view dropped items? Right click the ground, then collect. Oh. Well, dang. We probably could have made a killing selling those if I knew that. If I knew life hacks were involved. One of the things I feel like I should be focusing on is just making raw money. Because money would solve like 90% of my problems. Like, we need this tier 3 fiber. Like, it feels like the smartest thing to do would be just, like, buy 100 stacks of it. But, like, all the money I have in the world is 1,000. There's no way anyone's gonna sell me that. Harder said than done. Like, making tons of money shouldn't be crazy. Like, right now, given our geographical location, it's pretty tough. Most of my money gives from, like, trading monster parts to Rampart. Because there's no shortage of monsters over here. Like, that material just falls into my lap over and over and over again. In fact, in the city, I'm trying to build, like, a jackal pit to do the NPC tasks every 4 hours as much as you can. I know, but here's the thing, like, my civilization needs me. Like, I want to make it my highest priority above everything else is making this city an easy place to live for all its citizens. Because if I do that, the economy will just kind of like naturally grow around it. Right? Like, it's the servant leadership theory, where like you trust that everybody is going to do things that make that generate success. My job as like the leader of the civilization is just to make that as easy for them as possible. So like, we build this road, like all of a sudden people can go out and get like the materials like we don't have. But once I have T4, you're set. Yeah. You're trying to hire a friend for me? That would be amazing. I can pay them in like tier 3 logs. It's like, I got that. Like, we're missing the money middle, but I can put on like a, well, I don't know if I can place a buy order for unavailable items. I think I can. He is the road guy. Like, the road guy. Shit, you know John Rhodes? Once you hit tier 3, you need to buy the crafting mats that you can only get from NPCs. Ah. I've seen those, like the metal things and weird stuff. That's good. We do have all the NPCs, where a lot of my gold is gone. Hi, kitty. You saying hi to everybody? He heard my alarm go off. It's the 4th of July. I'm gonna keep going as long as I can. My kids are sleeping. They both stayed up way too late. My daughter went and watched fireworks last night. My son was stuck at home. For sad punishment reasons. I won't go into any details. So I was home with my son. We were having huge talks about life. It was terrible. I always have like these plans for like what I'm gonna do for the day. Like, I was gonna, if I had time, I was gonna build these roads. That was like the long and short of it. Like, this road would have been completed if I didn't need to teach my son all the life lessons in a row, in rapid succession. And he hates it and I hate it, and there's just like, he's gonna grow up to be the most radical human being there ever was. And parenting is like hard because like there's a ton of volume of just speaking that you have to do. Like, we talked for like 2 straight hours about like why what he did wasn't okay, what he needs to do. I had to reassure him that I love him. At one point he begged my forgiveness and I was like, man, of course I forgive you. Like, I'm not mad, like, I'm trying to help you. Which is also like the most gaslighty thing you can say. And so like I have to be real careful around that language. Where you're like, no, your perception is wrong. Everything you're feeling is invalid. What you need to know is I'm trying to help you. Like, you gotta phrase it a little better than that. Yeah, I'd be like, I know it seems like I don't love you right now, but I really do, and here's the reasons why. Here's how you can tell. Here's what I would do if I didn't love you. Like, just the amount of words. It's so many. So many. Like, my house is a mess. I've got like a million chores I need to be doing. But, just as like my priorities are like making this village a safe or an easy place to live for the citizens, like, highest priority is, raising the kids right. And so if that means like cleaning house falls by the wayside, I guess we just live in squalor. I say that, but my wife is like on the verge of a mental breakdown because of the mess. There's no safe balance. There's not enough time to do all the things. Like, my wife wants the house to be clean like more than anything in the world right now, and I want to give that to her. But like every other afternoon's been taken up with dad lectures. Honestly, a lot of it I blame on the summer. The summer's a terrible time. Your entire house is spotless besides your desk, because you don't want to associate this spot with also cleaning. That's amazing. I'm so bad at like keeping a clean house. And my tolerance for mess is a lot higher than most people's. Like, I can live up to the point of like broken glass and like biological waste. Like, if I'm gonna cut my feet on stuff, house is too messy. And like, if there's banana peels like on the ground, like that's a trigger for me. Anything that insects would love to eat, that's gotta go. But like, puzzles, books, clothes, those are just everywhere. And that doesn't bother me, but my wife sure isn't happy about it. Alright, so I believe that this one was 99. Let me double check on that one. 99, yeah. so this one is going to be the 98. And then I need to move this pyrite. But your desk is real bad. It's good to get the kids into organizing it. Well, I would, but I'm too busy sitting them down on the couch for hour 37 of my 14-day lecture series on why it's not okay to, like, try to eat other children. My kids are very intense. Cannibalism may be fun, but it's morally wrong. Like, I get it. I want to eat people too. They look delicious. I bet they taste like pork. But you wouldn't want somebody to come in here and start, you know, gnawing on your legs. So you can't do that to the neighbor kid. Now for your homework, I want you to read Immanuel Kant and Jonathan Mills until you understand, like, the value of increasing happiness among your peers. I'm not a philosophy major. I don't know if I got those names and philosophies right. Obviously, they won't be perfect, but working on basic organization skills early helps. That's the thing. I don't have basic organization skills. Like, I know where my things are by gut feeling. Like, I've got a handful of places where I put things in the mess, where I always know where they are. Like, my fan is gonna... My phone's either on this desk, on that dresser, on the toilet tank, or on the nightstand, or by my desk, by my work desk. Like, those I know. But, like, it doesn't have, like, a designated spot. And if you ask me something like, where are the scissors? Well, my daughter likes arts and crafts, and, like, there's very few clean surfaces where she can do those. So my best guess is that the scissors are probably on the floor next to the TV in the living room. And, like, most of the time, I'm right. And this drives my wife nuts because she has a box labeled scissors, and there is nothing in there except maybe erasers. And living with other human beings is wild. It drives you nuts too, don't worry. Yeah, like just learning to live with other people is such a difficult skill. Mark for expansion. Open the inventory. We're about to do like a test cargo run. I need to move this so I can start terraforming. Which means I'm gonna need to, like, haul all this ore back to the base. And so that's gonna be a fun test cargo run of the road so far. Yeah. There are so many things you have to do for other people, and they'll never realize you're doing this. Like, one of the most difficult aspects of my life is my kitchen is set up the way my wife's kitchen was set up when she was a child. Like, she doesn't realize, like, it went that way. And she doesn't, like, even consider that that's different from, like, how I grew up. And so it drives her nuts when I'm like, where does the can opener go? Because it's not where the can opener went for me for, like, most of my life. And she'll be like, how do you not know where the can opener goes? You use it all the time. And I'm like, but the can opener spot should be here. It is here, but it should be here. He's like, that's insane. Yeah, for you, like... Sorry, hang on. It was really hard for your spouse to learn, like, there are people who say they're minimalist, and then there's people who simply are minimalist. For you, you're aware it's the kitchen is set up so literally no food is visible. And, like, it's hard to remember that that isn't the norm. Meow, says my kitty. One of the craziest things that I'm actually into, went to, like, a friend's house once, and they had butter outside of the fridge. And I was like, that's insane. You can't have butter outside of the fridge. And then, like, they gave me a roll, and I cut the butter with a knife, and I was like, oh, it sliced so nicely. There wasn't, like, a loud clunk when, like, my knife hit the plate under it. Like, it just... I never thought of a cold knife through hot butter. I thought it was supposed to go the other way around. And so I'm like, you know, like, the shelf life of the butter might be significantly lower. But, like, the niceness of having warm butter was absolutely amazing. And so, like, I might convert. I haven't converted yet because I've got like a million battles to fight with my wife, and this is not the one I'm choosing. Okay, wasn't there a staircase down here? Ah, no, there's a bear case down here. Attack! I attacked him from the context menu like an absolute psychopath. Okay, now here's an important step. Would you... I panicked. I was like, attack him, and it was like, I can't attack. I'm doing cart stuff. I never had a butter dish? Is that a thing people have? You're instantly super beyond triggered. That's how butter's supposed to be? No, it's always been cold butter. Get in the water. You'll be safe there. Yeah, I never had a butter dish. Okay, multiple people are telling me the butter dish is a normal thing. I have never once in my life seen or heard of a family who kept their butter out of the fridge. Am I in metal armor? I am in metal armor. This is Pyrolite armor, tier 2 armor. Like, on a good day, I might be able to take this bear out in one sitting. But it is important to me to be able to run away in case, you know, it's not going down like that. Like, the way the combat in this game works, you can't predict that you're going to win a fight just because you've won it before. Like, the exact same scenario, situation, might play out entirely different. See, like, I hit him for 20 damage, or no, he hit me for 20 damage, I hit him for 15, 17, 32. Like, there's a bit of a number range, but more than that, occasionally, you miss. And if you miss, like, twice, all of a sudden, it's become a much harder fight. Where's the stuff? Give me the stuff. Alright, hang on. Yep. You've had a butter dish on the dining table. It's a rich people / farmer thing. Those are two very different kinds of people. Unless you're like Monsanto or something crazy. You're neither a farmer or rich, but you have a butter dish. Yeah, see, I missed a shot in there. And so now I'm at a disadvantage. Like, I think if I don't miss any shots, like, I can straight up take a bear one-on-one. Just like in real life. Alright, hang on. You live in the suburbs, did you? Always been in lower class housing? That's just weird then. I mean, you know, the world is full of individuals who are raised in a number of ways. Not to mention, like, the crowd I stream to at what is, you know, 4 to 6 a.m. my time, like, can be very different. Like, Branch here might be in an entirely different continent than you think he's in. Butter dishes are specifically relics. Like, yeah, but like, so are salad forks. But nobody actually owns a salad fork. Like, I used to buy, like, candy dishes for my grandma. Even though, like, that's not a thing. Candies come in bags, Grandma. You can just, like, eat them out of the bag. Well, you are 44. I would explain it. They were used because refrigerators didn't exist, really. Yeah. And that's why I was thinking, like, hot butter could be a safe thing, because, like, there's a reason, like, they made so much butter. Like, it's got to be, like, a great way to preserve milk. Because I feel like butter goes bad a lot slower than milk. So I feel like warm butter would have been, like, very, very normal in the ancient times. But, you know, nowadays people worry very much about, like, how their food is kept, like, a little too much. Like, when I worked in a grocery store, I learned just, like, how long frozen food can, like, sit out of the freezer and, like, not be a huge problem. Like, I probably had ice cream out of the freezer for, like, 4 hours. And maybe it melted a little bit. Maybe it'll be a little smoother on top when, like, someone finally does get it. But like my wife is trying to like arrange like a trip to the grocery store. She's like, we got to get frozen as the very, very last thing. And we can't stop by any stores on the way home. It's got to go straight into the freezer. And I'm like, well, you're not wrong. It'll be better. I also don't talk to her like this because that's suicide. What I say is, yes, dear. You are 100% correct. We will do exactly that. And then we do. Alright, where am I? Where's the road? Am I where I should be? I believe. Oh, your food hits the best buy date and you gotta toss it? Ooh. But like, I don't want to like start like how I was so poor contest. But like, I'm very opposed to wasting food to the point where I eat some very questionable meats sometimes. Like, the meat is clearly like covered in bacteria, starting to smell. I won't make my family eat it, but I'm gonna eat it. I made a casserole like not too long ago, and that sausage I used was not ideal. Very questionable. I miraculously survived it somehow. Hey, Slayer level 30! That's huge! Get off me, Jackal. We just hit crossbow Slayer level. Do you know how much that's gonna improve my life? Oh, no. Okay, I see. Your food hits the best buy date and you gotta toss it. You laugh at that? Get it. I get it now. Yeah. Like, best buy date is such a weird thing. Like, best buy date is already super manipulative. I feel like they do that just to, like, get you to throw it out sooner. Like, they're not saying this is when you need to eat it. They're saying, like, if you buy it, like, you'll still have time to eat it for several days after this date. And so, like, the more food waste they can create, the more you have to, like, you know, throw out the entire package and buy more. Like, it's just a manipulative way to, like, get you to restock your fridge more often. Ah, I'm getting the free Jackal hits. Those feel good. You have an issue with modern society having the opposite of idea of well done versus rare being the natural choice. Yeah. Like, for example, that questionable sausage I ate, I cooked the hell out of it. That needed to be, like, burnt to a crisp. Like, I needed it to be survivable. Not that, like, anybody eats rare sausage. But, like, I would do that with, like, beef. So, like, if I feel like it could make me sick, I need to set that thing on fire. Like, I had chicken that I boiled, cooked, and boiled again, just because I was like, this might kill me. Like, my roommates started, like, calling people. They're like, you gotta come stop him. They're like, he's a grown man. He's gonna eat that chicken. Where am I? Where do I live? I have taken an interesting turn. Alright, if we hug the left wall. we'll find like the secret passage. The secret passage is like a purple plant that like takes up a lot of the screen or a lot of the hex, so it doesn't look traversable, but it actually is. Same. The Leroy Jenkins of culinary. Yeah. Yeah. And again, I won't force anybody to eat like things that all of society would deem as unacceptable. I think it might be insane that I am where I am. Like, I feel like I've accidentally gone down a maze. I'm really close to the base. Hold up, how close to the base? What have I done? These are stairs? These look like stairs I have specifically made. How did I get here? Okay, the important thing is not like how I got here. It's that that mutation in an effort to make this path has destroyed my path. That's the important thing. If you see my brother, at some point shame him. Shame him for what he did to my path. He raised it a single tile. Unacceptable. Possibly acceptable, like when it's complete, but dang, man. You're a traveling merchant that mostly funds things for certain groups that require new coin, raw coin, with the context that I benefit from all of them yourself, and you're never lost. You're getting world traveler progression. I love that for you. Like, I have world traveler 1, and honestly, it's my most proudest achievement. Because, like, traveling is something, like, a lot of people haven't done. Like, you can straight up just, like, live in a city for a long time. And, like, not venture much out of that city at all. So that achievement feels, like, a little more special. So easy to get... Oh, that was a dumb joke. So easy to get lost in this game. Yeah. When you said you were never lost, I'm like, I don't believe that, but I'm not gonna call you out on it. That would go against my cozy vibes. Can't believe my family's still asleep. I should have stopped streaming a long time ago. Yeah, here's our stockpile. I've got so many things. These are things I had to clear out to keep traveling. Good morning. How's the road? I'm glad you asked, brother. I was just telling everybody in the stream to yell at you if they saw you. You have sabotaged a section of my road and you will never be forgiven. And I'll show you exactly where. In fact, I'll swim to it. I'm so eager to show you what you have done to ruin my life. And so you can't hear the answer. Sure, sure. This tile? See this tile right here? It was the perfect height. This guy. Let me drop a terraform right here just so I can compare it. 137, and you bump this one up to 138. I believe this guy was 137 as well. And he was the perfect height to get down here. I mean, from what I hear, 138, and this tile would be 136. Like, this is still perfectly acceptable. Like, it has been confirmed from wagon people that wagons can go down 2 tiles. Like, it has been tested. But still, you have ruined my 1 tile height difference here. And not to mention, left a terraforming block blocking my path home. Absolutely savage. But I can show you. Hang on, where's the path? I think it goes around here. And I've got this wacky little skippity doop. Wait, where am I? This is wrong. That's not the way. That was the way I was trying to go, and then I got stuck because of too many trees. This is the way. Doop. A nice ramp down to the forest floor here. And you are making a better road. I won't disagree with your road making decisions. Like, I'm trying to make the fastest road. Or like a possible road. And I support your fast road making decisions. But like, I want to get this, I want to open up the Northwest Passage any way I can. So I'm pretending your road doesn't exist until I finish my road. So my road will go all the way down here around everything. It won't be paved. Because you are definitely making the better and nicer road. But just having a path to the beach so we can get the things so that we can make the stuff and get everybody into happy mode. That's where we're at. Why am I fighting this jackal? I only need to fight him if he follows me all the way over here. We've got this nice little bridge, and I really appreciate this bridge. That was a perfect bridge. And now here we are, where I think our paths kind of align a bit. Last thing I did was like remove an ore deposit that was like right here. And so I'm stair stepping down here. There's all the room in the world. I will just keep stair stepping down. And do I want to go lower than this level? I don't have a choice. So we go lower than this level. Right? And then I want to bring the road right by the Amerium mine here. Or at least very close to it. And I believe this is probably the place where you want to port, right? It just makes the most sense. Like, this is where we want to, like, dock boats. And it kind of has to be, because, like, it's the only place at, like, sea level. Like, I could run up there for a long time, and I don't think I'll see another sea level entrance. Like, we could make a sea level entrance, but what? That sounds like a nightmare. Though if I had to, like, come up with concerns, if you build a port city, is it gonna be right here? Like, if this is the exact location of your port city, stair-stepping, like, down from there might be kind of a huge problem and kind of in the way. Like, if I turn this flat area into stairs, that'll be very agitating for you, I imagine. But let's say, I don't know, we create like some kind of spiral down from here. That might be better. If you were logged in, I would see your raft. Oh, I didn't know your raft despawned when you despawned. That makes sense. Your raft is part of your person. Kind of like when people leave my field of view, like they cease to exist. Alright, Jackal. You have followed me here and made yourself inconvenient. Please target the Jackal. My God, man. Now's the point where someone could tell me there's a hotkey for targeting animals or monsters, and I would be so happy to discover that. Like, if it's just like press T, tab. Alright, hang on. Let me heal up and then we'll put that to the test. Let's see. You want to scoot it back so the cave is by it. But you good for the road. Okay. Oh, you want the port settlement to be scooted back to near the cave. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Tab. I see you. You ain't slick. You have enhanced my life so much with the tab hack. Alright, hang on. Hop down. Tab will cycle close to far, and Q will just target nearest. Tab. Oh! So, like, hang on. Tab, 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 tab. You're the only person there. See you growling at me. You will just target nearest. Like, when you say nearest, tab, Q. Tab, Q, Q. I don't think I understand what Q does. Tab 4. Like, I just need to start hitting numbers. But maybe, I don't know. I got theories. Like maybe Q is target the nearest person actively attacking you. Like somebody who has engaged you. Alright, back to what I was doing. First thing I'm doing is figuring out where I left off. 98. So you are 97. Can I set that like right off the bat? No. Not even close. Okay. At 97, 96, 95, 94. Please let me down. 93. 92. And I think the prettiest way to do that is to go through the pine tree. The spruce. I feel like I have that flexibility. You're 91. Second, hover over and Q will target without attacking. Can I hover over that jackal out there in the wilderness? Q. 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 Okay, but if it's too far away, it can't. But this mushroom's a little closer, so I can. Alright. Awesome. There's like... I'm 90 hours into this game, and I'm still discovering life hacks like this. Like, they've got a lot of good quality of life adjustments in here. Alright. I forget how high I'm building you. I think you were 98? Does that sound about right? So this guy's gonna be at least 97. Ugh. It is so nice to have a day off work. And it's so nice that my children are unconscious. What's better is they're probably awake, but don't like realize it's not like too early, or it's early enough to be in the rest of the house. And so they might just be reading peacefully in their beds. My kids have been like crushing the library lately. Like, I know that's a parenting brag, but like, they went to the library on Tuesday. They each got like 8 books, and they were done with them by Wednesday. Like, it got to the point where one of the weirdest fights I've ever heard in my life. My son was reading like a book to my daughter, and like he got tired, and he was just like, I don't want to read anymore. My daughter was upset at this, and she goes like, if you don't read that book to me, I'm gonna go to your room and I'm gonna read your favorite book. My son's like, okay. And then she did it. Out of pure rage, she went and like read his favorite book cover to cover. It's like, yeah, how about that? Now we relate to each other more. And like, I was there for the whole thing. I was just like, I feel like I should step in because of your tone, but like, this is perfectly acceptable behavior. The funniest threat you've ever heard, like, right? Like, I'm gonna read your favorite books so I can better understand where you're coming from. Sounds like they're thriving. They are. Like, it's killing me. For sure. But like, man, you gotta try hard with your kids. Like, at some point when you're like, you're an adult, you're like, oh, I don't have the money, power, or influence to save hardly anybody. What I can do is make children that are slightly better than I am. Like, that's the best contribution I can give to the world. Like, slightly less bad children. I'm definitely a hero of our time. The fact that she followed through cracked you up. Like, she can't admit she was wrong and that was silly. My daughter would follow through, like, on anything. For the longest time, she would not read at all. She was like, reading looks like work and is boring. And so, like, she was, like, refusing to learn how to read and write. Like, while the rest of her class was doing it, like, eventually, like, it became clear to her, like, it was something she couldn't avoid. And so, like, she's a little behind, like, right now. But, like, she's a stubborn one, and she's catching up very rapidly. Now that she can read, and we encourage it all the time, and we're like, you know, so proud of you. Oh my god, that was amazing. And, like, I've taken to getting her to adding things to the grocery list. Just because, like, it makes her happy. She knows that, like, she can write. And I can translate what she writes on the page. But it's, like, hilarious when my wife, like, picks up the shopping list and she sees TMAO SOS. What do you think like, here, let me write it out for you. Like, I put it in chat. TMAO SOS. That's what my daughter wrote on the shopping list. Now, do you know what that is? That's tomato sauce. And I love it. I love that so much. Like, she writes phonetically, so, like, if you read what she wrote out loud, like, there's a good chance you'll get it. Your game just crashed saying it's down for maintenance? Okay, like, I clicked on deconstruct building. Now, I thought I got, like, the warning. But I'll take that as a note to not log off at all. Those are the primary sounds she hears. Like, yeah, she's also got me thinking, like, that I might talk funny. And, like, of course I do. Like, we all have an accent. I've got, like, the middle American, like, TV accent. So, like, it feels normal to me. And should kind of feel normal to the rest of the world. But I'll say things like internet, and there's definitely an extra T in there. Like, I said internet, but like I didn't pronounce the T in inter. And so like it sounds perfectly normal to like anyone who's lived in America for like a long enough time or has been watching American TV. And so like my daughter will write things like that, and it makes me nervous that like I really am skipping like 90% of my consonants, you know? Like one of my favorite accents is like the Indian accent, like from the country of India. I don't think I have to clarify that anymore. I'm super old. But like I was still a child when we called Native Americans Indians, so like it felt necessary to say that. But I love the Indian accent. Oh, there we go. I think I've just been kicked out probably for maintenance. But yeah. So the Indian accent, I love it because I feel like they say words better than I do. Like they actually pronounce more of the letters in the word when they say it. And I really noticed this when I was on a road trip. I went down to like Sarasota, Florida, but on the way I stopped in Alabama. I was at a gas station. There was an Indian guy working there who was trying to tell me like that pump doesn't work, basically. But then there was somebody with like an insane Appalachian, like Creole mess of an accent who was trying to talk over him to like explain what he's trying to say. And so like the guy is like, that pump doesn't work, but like I can't hear him because there's a man going, and I'm like, what? Sir. I'm like I gesture to the Indian man and I'm like, can you please say that again? And he's like starts to speak again, and like Creole man like hits me again with a I'm like, stop. You stop. I can't understand a word you're saying. I need to hear it from this man. He speaks English. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. That looks like our time for the day. I was supposed to stop an hour ago anyway, but I had a great time. The road will be complete by next time. Yeah, he was hitting me with a boomhauer, like an exact boomhauer voice. But yeah, we're done streaming for the day. We'll get the road complete. We'll get our tier 3 plant fibers. Maybe not today, but like by the time we stream tomorrow, like it will be done, and then we can get like the tier 3 stations getting built. Oh boy, we got lots of work to do, and then our civilization will be the best civilization in the world. Feel free to join if you want. Let me drop the Discord in the chat. If you will stick around for a little bit, I'll raid somebody. Not somebody playing BitCraft apparently, but somebody. So many cool people. Do you guys want to like see Peak, or I'm gonna raid Dan, I guess, because I can raid him on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. And that way you can all still hang out if you guys like each other. All right, have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye. And Dan is really into Power Wizard. I gotta check it out.